Hi, I'm making this video to show you how I made my Archery Vambrace. At least that is how I call it. You make this to protect your forearm from the string that might hurt your skin. For this, I used some fake leather that I took from an old couch, and you can use the template, and you should actually use the template that I have in my description. You're going to use some thick thread and 2 buttons. I will place some information about the buttons later on the video. You need to cut a template and make some measures and possibly modifications for your design of your arm, because the template I made is to be printed in an A4 sheet or the sheet you have available.
Okay, now after I place the template on the letter, I traced it with a marker like this around the template and gives like this little mark. You might need to add a little inch or two, so don't make the tracing so close to the end. And after that, cut with the scissors. So for the cordage you are going to need to 11.5 inches, which is more or less 30 centimeters, and you're gonna need 2 of those. 1, 2. So after that you need to fold them in half and tie a knot on both of them. Okay, so we tie a knot, which makes it about half of the 11.5. After this, you need to open up your leather and cut around. So make some measures from the short tab, which is as described in the file that is in the description, 1.5 inches from the short tab, from bottom to top, and then from the sides, left to right and right to left, also 1.5 inches. So that is a measure, and where those measures cross, you punch some holes, then get your little folded thread and pop them over through the holes. I use the multi-tool to make the holes, and it works really nice on the star screwdriver bit. So this is after I placed the loops, and it looks really good. And don't forget, you need to wash off with alcohol the marker if it's a permanent one. And the same markings, only instead of a 1.5, it needs to be 3 inches. 3 inches from bottom to top, and 1.5 from left to right and right to left. And then wrap around your wrist. As I said, don't forget to take alcohol and clean up the markings. Okay, so I used some leftover fake leather and super glued it in there. I punched the hole and made it come true, and then I stitched them. You can't see it because the video I made wasn't covering the part that I was stitching, so after that I couldn't unglue it because it's super glue is really good. Okay, now punch those holes, little ones, you don't need too much, just the necessary to make the buttons come in. The button I use was like this, and you may need to fine-tune these threads to your arm. So what I recommend is that instead of the 11.5, you get them to 12, 13 inches and fine-tune them to your arm. As you can see, the longer one stays on the thicker part of my arm, and the other one lets it go to the front and makes it a little sticky. I'm showing you the finished bracer or Vambrace. I don't really know the name for it. It turned out really good, I think. As you can see, the stitchings from the old couch, they look really nice, and it had a really neat design to it. And it's very light. You can move your arm around very freely and it won't hurt you. It protects you from the string from hurting your skin. There you go, a finished Vambrace. It is very easy, as you can see. Just cut, punch some holes, and voila.